This video shows pictures of some of the obstacles farmers face, like Mormon crickets, black grass bugs, deer sheds, hail and winter kill, and frost. Not to mention machine breakdowns. Here are some examples that my grandpa remembers. This is July 24, 1993. My grandpa said that Mormon crickets were so bad that they were crawling on the houses and, as you can see, up the power poles. He said they would spread bait along the roads to kill the crickets, and because they ate each other, the live ones would eat the dead ones and then die as well. Mormon crickets normally move in a band, so if you see them early enough, you can bait them to keep them from getting as bad as they were in 1993. May 2009 was one of the years that black grass bugs were the worst. When the grass alongside the roads start to turn white or yellow, you know the bugs are starting to feed. Their feeding cycle normally runs until June. If there is a drought, they damage the wheat and grass stands a lot worse, sometimes even long term. Years with more rainfall, the black grass bugs can stunt the grass pretty bad, but it normally recovers. When the bugs are this bad, farmers will spray the border of the field to try to prevent them from moving in on the wheat. Deer sheds their horns in the spring, and if you don't see them in the fields, they can puncture a tire. If you're lucky, the tire company can put in a boot and patch it so that you don't have to buy a whole new tire. Next are hailstorms. The first picture is from 2017, showing how hail can break the heads off wheat, causing them to fall to the ground. Unfortunately, this means that the kernels or heads on the ground cannot be collected, resulting in a loss of part of the crop. In 2017, the hail affected 500 acres. My family had just pulled the combines into the field the night before and made a few passes for the trucks. The next day, while we were harvesting, the hail hit, leading to a great drop in yield. If you are lucky, rain can occur before the hail arrives, and it toughens the wheat, making it less brittle, helping to limit the damage depending on the severity of the hail. The second instance is from 2024, when hail the size of 1 1/4 inches struck. I wasn't at the farm when it hit, but my younger brother was. The hail stripped the apples and leaves off the trees, but what was the worst, the damage it did to the crops. This field, you can see all the heads knocked down. Right here you can see where it hit. This is where it looks all white like it snowed. And this is my younger brother, Datsun. These pictures of snow were taken on April 17th, 2023. Normally, by this time, spring work would be going on, but as you can see, was still too much snow on the ground to be able to start. Because the snow stayed for so long, all of the winter wheat died from something called snow mold. In 2024, most of the winter wheat was lost again to snow mold. However, there were 640 acres of wheat farther north that didn't get as much snow, and it looks like it would be a good yield. But then in June, there were 2 nights of freezing temperatures. This froze the wheat when it was in a weak stage, so they knew that it was not going to produce any wheat, so half the field was swathed to use a straw for the cows. Then in August we had hail. Usually you don't get all three of these problems in one year, but last year we did. Things are looking much better this year, except for the low wheat prices. Until the crops are cut and safely stored, you never know what might happen to them. Thanks for watching.